Well, I want to show you how we dressed for Antarctica. So the first thing we do is we start with base layers, which I'm currently wearing. These are from Patagonia, which are phenomenal. And this is one that I had from years of racing road. So you start with your base layer. You want to make sure it's either merino wool or capilene, which is a synthetic moisture wicking fabric. So that's the first step. The second step is you need your middle layer. And your middle layer should be fleece. And so I have some fleece pants. Put these on. And then we have our mid-layer top, fleece top. Them are from Stio. So you're now beginning to sweat a little because you're in your cabin and you're dressing for the outside. The next thing, before we put our outer layer on, we need to put our socks on. And we need 2 pairs of socks. A thinner merino wool that you might wear at home, and this nice thick thing that almost looks like a stuffed animal. It's so puffy. And those are also wool. Because the last thing you want is your feet getting cold. So we put our socks on, and then we put our next layer of sock on. And probably the most important part, because it doesn't matter what you're doing, you're gonna be near the water, are rain pants. We bought these in Iceland when we were there because it was May and it was sleeting and we were cold. So I put these on. You also wanna make sure that the bottom of your pants can slide over some boots, because the boots that we wear outside are gonna go underneath and this comes down. So the next thing, before we put on our final layer, is keeping our head and our fingers warm. A neck gaiter, particularly useful on zodiacs because you can do this and stay warm. We have our hat. And then most of the organizations, cruise lines that run a operation give you a parka. Our parka, I just had the shell, but it also comes with this underneath. And that was, while we were here, just far too much. I have my thin gloves, liners, in case my fingers get cold. I put on my nice, heavily insulated mittens, which I prefer to gloves. It helps, my fingers never ever got cold. And lastly, sunglasses, so you can look cool like the penguins. Oh, and one very important thing is you need sunscreen on your face, because even when it's cloudy, everybody, you could tell who in the crew and who in the passengers had forgotten, because they looked a little lobster-like. Yeah, and the ozone layer here is thinner than it is at home where we're from. Waterproof case for your iPhone. I took all my pictures with my iPhone using this case. You put it around here and then you just, actually goes up this way and I can take a picture. Really, really, really useful. And I think I did a lot of research as to how people dressed, and I think we were good. There's nothing that I can think of that we should have brought that we didn't. We rented trekking poles, we rented the boots. Yeah, so just because I'm inside the cabin right now, I am going to unlayer a little. I think if you're not feeling warm when you get off the ship, you're gonna get cold while you're off of it. I would say dress in layers. You can always take a layer off at a landing site, but if you're cold, there's no coming back from that. You're gonna be cold the rest of the day. And so sort of the 3 layers are your base layer, which is, most people have long johns or whatever you want to say. Second layer, fleece. Fleece is amazing. It really traps the wind. And then you're going to have this parka that the cruise line, in our case, Silver Sea, what they provide for you. So my friend says, what's that? Okay. If you have any questions or comments about how to pack for Antarctica, what to wear when you're on the ship and not about to disembark, please put it in the comments below and we'll get back to you.